just to mention that this is the last green area to the West Bank, and it's connecting more than 5 cities together, and it's a UNESCO heritage site. It goes back to the Romans' time. So the settlers are trying to include this to the maps of Smotrich, that established for the new settlement. We've been fighting this struggle since more than 15 years, and
as a family.
Yes, we were in silence. Before we had demolition more than 4 times for the restaurant and the house, and then after the demolition of the house, we stayed in the land in 2019 in a tents, okay, just to prevent the settlers to take or to try to take the land. So I want to mention that if you know the JNF, which is the Jewish National Fund, which funding the settlers to take over lands and to be violent against the Palestinians. So we had a court about the ownership in 2019 against the JNF and its daughter called Himinota. They claimed that they bought this land since '69, and they didn't prove that at the court. Actually, they faked documents. They said that this is in the archive of the state, so we went to search for the document for the land registration in the archive. We find it empty. So at the end, we succeeded with the court.
Israeli court.
Yeah, with the Israeli court, the district court, and the judge said that the land still on the name of its owner, which my father inherited from, and the documents we had from the civil administration, it's official, and she recognized it. And after 1.5 years, they sent the settlers they took advantage of the war and all eyes on Gaza and the demonstrations that's happening in the occupied Palestine, and they said that no one will talk about it, so let's take it, like they did in Jerusalem, Al Adumim, and many places. And that's how they steal land. They fake documents with the help of some of the lawyers that the owners hire, but the lawyers are much weaker to work with the owners, so they get threatened by the JNF or by the state. So they deceive the owners. That's what happened with us. We changed 7 lawyers until we get to the point that my brother,
who is not a lawyer, appealed in front of the court.
Yeah. Yes, and we succeed at the court. So on the 31st of July, the settlers came with the protection of the army. They broke the gate and let the settlers in. They started to expel us and bring everything out. I called the police since I'm a Palestinian with an Israeli citizenship. So the police came, arrested my brother directly without any reason. So after 8 hours with the settlers in my land, the army came with an order of a military zone. So they closed it as a military zone, and they prevent us to be there. They kicked us out and let the settlers stay. The young settlers that the JNF hires, they come from the welfare and from orphans. They are homeless. They're giving them shelter that doesn't belong to them. And the young settlers, minors, they have guns, weapons, and they are so violent. We've been, since that day, we've been going back and forth with the family members, friends, and activists, like Combatants for Peace and Standing Together, just to prove our existence and to ask for our minimum rights as a humans. The army were so violent, especially against, and the settlers, especially against the women. I don't know if you saw one of the videos that the army were hitting Amira.
Actually, my hand from the settlers the other day. I have other places in my body.
So they had dog as well in the land, in our land, and it bite my friend Angela. She's from Arab 48 in her leg. she got really injured from that, and they didn't do anything for that as well. But they arrested me for defending my land, and my mom as well. My mom. And also, just to mention that the settlers, for 2 weeks, they set fire in the mountain. They don't care about nature. They don't care about humans or animals. They are so violent, especially because they have Smotrich and Ben Gvir backing up them. And we decided to make this solidarity camp in order to bring more people and more journalists to concentrate on this area, because I think no one heard about it before, and now it's really known, and it's very important area for the Palestinians, especially from Beit Jala and Bethlehem, since it's the last green area. And if they decide to make a settlement here, they will build a wall as well to separate between the settlers and the Palestinians. And as we know that also Christians in Bethlehem are decreasing in numbers, and this will cause a really disaster for Christian Palestinians to immigrate. And
we are a Christian family, by the way.
And so this is a really dangerous situation.